And after basic of this, now we are going to study about very important article, which is parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate capacitor. In this, we have to determine the capacitance of this type of capacitor. In this again, you have to draw the diagram for two parallel plates, but in this, there is no need to draw that plate in two or three dimension. Single line you can take as a plate A, and this is plate B. Okay, you have to charge it. Okay, you have to charge that plate. Suppose positive charge is there. You know very well this charge you can be taken by capital Q. Okay, by this charge there will be a charge induced on this plate, but opposite in sense. And this one side we will get positive, and this one we will get negative. But by earthing, we can reduce this positive charge to the earth. Okay, we can free this side, and this negative is responsible to increase the potential at A. Okay, now reduce the potential at A, but for increasing we are giving this plate more and more charge. This is the principle of this. That's why these plates stored charge in it, and this device is called capacitor. Now there is a difference in the plate. Let us suppose the difference in between the plate is small d is here, and you know very well if positive charge is there and negative charge is there, then there will be electric field. There will be electric field. You know very well this is region first, this one is second region, and this one is third region. You know very well in Gauss theorem application, the electric field in this side is 0, in that side also 0, but we can take the value of electric field inside it. Now firstly we are drawing uniform electric field between these plates. Now these lines are showing the uniform electric field in between these plates. Okay, in the capacitor we are taking this electric field and have some value also. What is the value in this? For the area for this, let us take plate X, and this one is plate Y. Now take area of this plate is A. Area of these plates are A, charge Q. Then what is the surface charge density? Q by A. So sigma is equal to Q by A here. And what is the value of electric field? If sigma is the charge density, then we can take the value of electric field in between these plates, sigma by epsilon naught. Am I right here? Sigma by epsilon naught. This is the value of electric field intensity in the region second, that is in between these two plates X and Y, having area A, charge Q, and surface density sigma. But in this region and in that region, the value of electric field is 0. You are know this thing value very well. Okay, because in previous topic you have learned this thing. Now the next thing is we have to determine the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. In short, we can write this thing parallel plate capacitor for heading, but in this our purpose is to calculate the value of capacitance in this case, means how much charge it can be stored how can you determine this thing? How much charge it can be stored? What is the formula for calculating the capacitance of this capacitor? This is your question now. Now, how can you solve this thing? How can of potential, gradient of potential is equal to electric field. Are you know this thing? What is the meaning of gradient? What is the meaning of potential? In our sense, V upon L is equal to E. Okay, means if potential by length, then it becomes electric field. Or you can write this thing as if electric field length, then it becomes potential. Okay, now here you can see this thing. Here, this is electric field and relation between the plates. If we are multiplying these two quantities, electric field and distance between them, this will be equal to potential. This will be equal to potential. Taking this electric field localized between the two plates, uniform through how? The potential difference V between the plates is simply the electric field times the distance between the plates. Okay, now you can take this relation. V is equal to E into D. Okay, you have to start the derivation for calculating the capacitance from there. V is equal to E into D. But all these things you have to know doing this article. Before doing this article, you know all the things. In this reason, electric field 0, in this electric field 0, in this reason in between, E is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught, because these two things are given. Okay, and one thing is more there, potential gradient of potential gradient is equal to electric field. Now, simply now put the value of electric field from there, E upon epsilon naught into D. Okay. Now again, what is the value of sigma? What is the value of sigma? From there you can take the value of sigma. Sigma is surface charge density and its formula is Q by A. Now put here Q by A. Here epsilon naught is there and in numerator D is also there. Now V is equal to Q D A epsilon naught. But we want to calculate capacitance. Now by definition of capacitance, what is the formula for calculating capacitance? C is equal to, or you can write as CV is equal to Q and C is equal to Q by V. Q by V. This is the formula by definition. Okay. C is equal to Q by V. Now put this V in this equation. We will get Q by is equal to Q upon Q D upon A epsilon naught. Now solve it. Again in the denominator. Now this is the formula for calculating capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Are you getting my point? Okay. Now the next thing is relative permittivity or dielectric constant. You know, we have already studied about force, electric field, potential, and work. These four things, okay, and have formula, but denominator part, denominator, and this epsilon naught is also taking dielectric. You know what is dielectric? Dielectric is the medium like water. Water has dielectric value 80. Okay, mica glass you can take 6 to 10 value is there. Okay, all the medium have some values. Vacuum have the value of K1. Dielectric constant by taking the capacitance of a capacitor with dielectric in between the plates, or it is the ratio of capacitance of capacitor in medium, or this one is vacuum. For vacuum, we can take 0, C naught, Cm upon C naught. This is denoted by K or epsilon naught, epsilon R, relative permittivity. You can write this K in this way also. Now, this is the ratio of capacitance in medium to the capacitance in vacuum. Okay. Now, if this is the capacitor and the vacuum inside in it, or you can take air also, but if one thing is there, if dielectric constant is there, then what will be the formula? If dielectric medium introduced in it, if dielectric medium introduced in this plate, then what is the effect on capacitance? What is the effect on capacitance? Now, for this, we can take the value of capacitance when dielectric medium is there. C dash you can take in this case. We have A epsilon naught upon D. Okay. Now, this thing become means you have to multiply this dielectric constant with epsilon naught. And by this, you can see for vacuum K is 1, but for another thing, the value of K is more than 1. It means if the value of K is more than 1 for all mediums, then it will increase the capacitance. But in these four cases, you can see epsilon naught in denominator part, and this K with multiply with this, then our formula become 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught with K. And this K will decrease our these four values in these cases. But in case of capacitance, this K increases our value of capacitance. Okay, that's why it is different. Dielectric constant is different for in case of capacitor, you can say. Okay, right? Now the next is have to take article. Now, a very simple article is this. Capacity of an isolated spherical capacitor. Capacity of an isolated capacitor. Isolated spherical conductor. Spherical. Isolated spherical conductor. You know, in this case, you can take any kind of conductor, but it will be spherical in nature. Take for Earth. This is the case of Earth. You know about Earth. Earth has also radius R. Okay. Earth is a good conductor also. Okay. Need to calculate capacitance of this. Capacitance means capacity of this spherical conductor, means Earth. How can you take this thing? How can you take this thing? Now, if R is the radius and Q is the charge on it, then how can you take capacitance for this? We know that C is equal to Q by V. Take this charge is Q. Okay. Now, C is equal to Q by what is the value of V? V is what? V is potential here. And C is capacitance. We know that V has the formula 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by only single R is this. This is the value of calculating the potential if a source charge is there and this is the distance. Okay. Now C is equal to Q by V. Put the value of V 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Now Q to Q cancel, and the remaining thing is only this thing, and this thing will go in the numerator part 4 pi epsilon naught into R. 4 pi and epsilon naught. These three things you can see here, all these are constant. All these are constant. Now only the remaining thing is distance, means radius of this conductor. So we can write capacitance in case of spherical conductor is directly proportional to its radius. Okay. If you want to calculate the value of capacitance, then put the value of radius, because you know very well 6400 kilometer is the radius of Earth. Convert into meter, means you have to take 30 more, and 64 into 10 raised to the power 5 meter. Put this value and 4 pi epsilon naught value, you know, 4 pi epsilon naught. Yes, this is very, very important thing. 4 pi epsilon naught, not 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. You know, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught value, this is 9 into 10 raised to the power 9 Newton meter square per coulomb square. But cross multiply it, then you have to take the value of 4 pi epsilon naught in this case is 1 upon 9 into 10 raised to the power 9. Means 1 upon 9 into 10 raised to the power 9. You have to solve like this. Okay. Now you can cut 9 to 64. 9 6 are 54. 9 7 are 63. Near about 7.11. Okay. Now 7.11 into 10 raised to the power 5 minus 9. Okay. Yes. Now 7.11 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay. Now remove this point and increase its power by 6. Then we can write this thing 711 microfarad. Okay, capacitance of earth. You can remember this thing also because for earth this value is constant. Okay, students. Now our next article is combination of capacitor. Combination of capacitor. How capacitance symbol is we can draw. This is capacitor. One side is positive and another one is negative. Okay, like this. Now we have to arrange these capacitors firstly in series. What happens when capacitors are connected in series? Capacitors are in series. Now, what is the effect on its capacitance? It will decrease or increase. Nothing we can say. But after derivation, you can say. Okay. Now, let us take its, let us design its, draw its diagram. Now, we are taking 3 capacitors of different capacities C1, C2, C3 in this way, and all are connected with potential V. Okay, like 10th class. In similar way, we have to calculate its equivalent capacitance in this case. Now the charge is on it plus Q, plus Q, plus Q. All these things we are considering. Okay, V is the total potential, and in this potential, this side is plus, this is minus. You can take battery also. Okay, V plus, V minus. This plus make this side positive. Okay, like thing, and this one is negative because another charge is goes to earth. Only negative part is there, so you can here write down negative. Positive inside you can also write C. If you are not want to take this positive and negative outside the capacitor, you can write in between these like this if you want. Okay, in this way. This is good one. This is good one. Okay, and logical also. Now this is capacitance, this is Q, and this is V. Now this potential divided into 3 parts. This is Q, this is C, and you know very well capacitance has formula CV is equal to Q or C is equal to Q by V. If Q is there, V is there, then capacitance is there. Now Q is there, C1 is there, then you know very well, then potential is there. Now Q is there, C2 capacitance is there, another potential is there. Now Q is there, C3 is there, another potential is there. Now takes their value V1, V2, V3. And you know very well, if you are adding these 3 voltage, it will become final one. Capital V should be there. Okay. Now put all the values of V, V1, V2, V3 in this. You know very well by definition of capacitance, V is equal to C upon Q. What is the capacitance of this whole Don't know. So let it will be capital C, which we have to determine. Now, what is the charge on it? Q. Whole is Q. And what is the potential? V. Okay. So we can take the value of V by C upon Q or Q upon C. C upon Q, Q upon C. Yes, Q upon C by cross multiply. V is there, C is there, and we can take V is equal to Q by C, Q by C. Now, what is the value of V1? You can see here Q by C1 in the similar way, and this one is plus Q by C2 plus Q by C3. Okay. Now take common Q. Now we will get 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. Q to Q cancel, and the final answer we can't. We can get the reciprocal of this equivalent capacitance. So in at the last we have to inverse the answer, then you can get the final capacitance. If you want to take the value of CS, if you want to take the value of CS only, then you should have to reverse the final answer by solving this. Okay, then you can take final. Okay. Now, what happens when capacitors are connected in parallel? What happens when capacitors are connected in parallel? In parallel, you can design this diagram. These are the schematic diagram only. Okay. Now connected capacitor with voltage V, and you know very well in parallel voltages are same. There is no V1, V2, V3. Okay, and the capacitance of this capacitor is C1, for this is C2, and this will be C3. But now the question is, what is the charge on these capacitors? Now you have to take, like a current in the resistor, you have to take, in that case, I1, I2, I3 current. In this case, you have to take charge Q1, Q2, and Q3. And one more thing is there, these are plus, and these are minus, plus, and these are minus. Okay, two plates are there, you can see in this diagram. Now, it's clear. Now, what is the total capacitance of these capacitance in this case for C? Okay, Cp you can take also Cp. Now, by definition, we know that capacitance is equal to Q by V. Capacitance is equal to Q by V. In this case, we can take Cp is equal to Q by V. Total charge of this from the voltage is capital Q, capacitance is Cp, and V is total voltage. Then we can write this thing in this way: Cp is equal to Q by V, and Q is equal to Cp into V. Okay, we can take this value in this way. Now, for this, we can take value of Q1 is equal to C1V. For this, we can take the value of Q2 is equal to C2V. And in this case, we can take the value of Q3 is equal to C3V. Okay, all these things are, we are having Q is equal to, in this, a charge, total charge is Q, and it is divided into three parts, Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Now write this equation from the figure. Our Q is divided into three parts, and now if we are combining these three charges, then it will become total charge. Now the next step is put all the values of Q, Q1, Q2, Q3 in this equation. Then we get CPV is equal to, what is the value of Q1? C1V plus what is the value? C2V plus what is the value of Q3? C3V. Okay. Now what is common here? Capital V is common. C2 plus C3. Now cut V from V, and the rest thing is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. In this way, we can calculate the capacitance in parallel. And you know very well, for resistor, it will be reverse. You know, in 10th class, you have studied this thing, already studied. And for series, capacitor is 1 upon C is equal to 1 upon C1, but for resistor, and students, if you have